Hello, I'm Jeff Stanley with Stanley Handcrafted, and welcome back to another fragrance review. We're going to be going over 3 different fragrances today again, and 2 of them are very similar, and 1 of them is out in left field from the other 2. We're going to be going over Flaming Candles Volcano, Candle Science Dragon Blood, and Candle Science's Nag Champa. Now, I kind of wanted to keep these pretty widespread so that it's basically not all like florals or not all food type scents or not all like earthy tones. Try to get a kind of a wide assortment in these. So the Volcano is definitely that. Very tropical. I chose the Dragon's Blood and the Nag Champa for this one. They are very similar, but that's the reason I wanted to do these together, is to kind of talk about the differences between those 2. And I'm very glad that so many people like the last one, so I'm hoping to keep these going. I'd like to keep them pretty regular, and I'm hoping I can really pick out and give a good description of these like so many people mentioned in the last one. So the very first one I'm going to talk about is Flaming Candles Volcano. Now this is a very popular scent, the Volcano Capri candles. I'll try to put a picture up here of those. A lot of people ask about this one. Every single site does their own version of it. Candle Science has one called Fruit Slices. Aztec, I've got the Aztec one here. I'll talk about that one in another video. And then of course Flaming Candle has their Volcano as well. So if you don't know what Volcano is, I'll give kind of a breakdown of this one right here. So it's crisp, watery accents the fruity heart of this summer blend. Pineapple, goji berry, and mango are perfectly blended for an exotic sensation as hints of driftwood. Yeah, so this one, I guess that description is all over the place. So the notes in this one, the top is fruity and watery. I don't know what watery means. Middle is tropical, foliage, exotic, and the bottom is driftwood. Now this one, like I said, I've got 2 different versions of this one. And fresh out of the bottle, this is extremely fruity. I mean, it's definitely a tropical scent if you're going for a tropical. So with this one, now see, for this one, as far as tropical goes, I definitely get more of the pineapple berry type scents, not a lot of citrus. I get like a hint of a citrus in there. And the driftwood, I don't smell at all. I'm not sure where they come up with driftwood unless it's just a really light base note, but I don't get much of the driftwood at all. This is a very bright and tropical fruity scent. And for this one in the candle, this one, once you put the Volcano inside the candle, it really levels itself out. The cold throw is not near as bright as it is in the bottle, which is kind of a good thing. It really mellows it out. In the bottle, it comes across very sharp, very bright. It's a nice scent, but you could probably scare a few people away with that one. And again, obviously that's in a concentrated form, so of course it's going to be extremely strong. But this one going into the candle, very nice scent. It's going to pick up a lot of people's attention. This is definitely a spring summer type scent as opposed to a fall and winter for sure. And then of course, once you burn this one, it actually burns extremely nice. If you put it in a big enough candle, obviously this one is going to be in a much smaller room, but you get a nice, very bright, fruity scent throughout the entire room. So if I had to go back through and pick a couple of the notes to come out of this one, like I said, the watery, I have no idea what that means, or like, I don't get watery at all. This one is definitely tropical and fruity. So if you're into those type of scents, and once you tell people that it is the Volcano scent, a lot of people know that one, so it's a very good seller. This one, if you're gonna take 12 of these to a market, I'd say easily 8 to 10 of these are gonna sell. This is a very good seller. Tropicals do very well. It covers kind of a wide range of people who like the fruity, the tropical. There's no coconut in this, so you definitely want to go to another scent if you're looking for that kind of tropical. But again, a very good seller. This one does extremely well for me on online sales and at the markets. This one is very good for online because a lot of people are either looking for Volcano or they've smelled it before. So without a lot of help on like real big descriptions on your website, this thing is going to sell very well. Now jumping into the next one, this is one of those ones that the name itself catches people instantly and they automatically pick it up, and that's the Dragon's Blood. The Dragon's Blood is definitely more of an earthy type scent, more of a, I wouldn't say woodsy, but that woodsy, earthy, sandalwood, driftwoods, patchouli, stuff like that. A lot of people are gonna go to that scent. This one is basically earthy fragrance infused with cedarwood, orange, patchouli, essential oils, combined sweet and spicy notes. So the notes on this one, the top notes are orange peel and spice, the middle is rose, and the base is cedar, incense, and patchouli. Now for me, I like this scent quite a bit. I don't get to burn this one at home because everybody in my family hates it. Nobody in my family is just an earthy type scent type person. So as far as like If you know what patchouli smells like, and walk past any hippie and you're gonna smell it, because they all, that's a terrible description, but that's exactly what it is. Pretty much that hippie type, real strong patchouli scent. If you go to any more kind of hippie style market where they sell incense and everything like that, you'll know patchouli as soon as you smell it. This one definitely has patchouli in it, but it's so light that patchouli on its own, I can't stand. It's one of the worst fragrances in the frickin' world, but just a hint of it is kind of nice, but then that fades really fast. The Dragon's Blood actually captures that patchouli, that first instant when you smell it and you're like, hey, what is that? And it doesn't go past that like patchouli normally does. So the Dragon's Blood with this one, you can definitely get the patchouli, God, and I hate to even say patchouli in that, but you can definitely smell the patchouli in it, but it's so light, it keeps it really nice. And the Dragon's Blood comes across, definitely pick up the sweeter notes in that one, almost like a real velvety feel. It's really smooth and soft, but you definitely get that earthy tone with a lot of it, like the sandalwoods and driftwoods. I don't know that I pick up too much orange peel in that one. It's definitely more of a spice, but it's definitely a sweet spice with that kind of patchouli undertone. So Dragon's Blood is a very nice one. Once you go over to the candle with this one, it definitely softens up a little bit. The cold throw on this is very nice. People are gonna know exactly what it is. Like I said, it's a really nice, earthy, soft fragrance. And the patchouli is gonna catch the patchouli crowd, but it's not gonna throw somebody off that really hates patchouli. I mean, like I said, my family can't stand patchouli, so they hate this candle, but it's right on the border of hitting that kind of earthy crowd, or the people that are coming looking for stuff like that. And it kind of tends to carry over into a little bit more broad range of a customer that kind of with those sweet tones. Now again, the Dragon's Blood is another very good seller of mine. It sells just on name alone from the website. I always put in the description exactly what it is, because I don't want people to get Dragon's Blood and not realize that it's kind of a base patchouli scent. But when I do take that one to markets, it sells extremely well. Again, the Dragon's Blood, if you're gonna take 12 of those to a market, you're easily gonna sell 7 or 8 of those. It's a very nice scent. And markets tend to be a little bit more, I don't want to say hippie, but I mean, markets tend to pick up a lot more of a crowd like that, so it's an easy seller. The Dragon's Blood does extremely well at all markets that I've taken it to, especially around here in our area. And I wanted to say on the Dragon's Blood, if you don't know what those, if that description isn't good enough, if you've ever been to the mall, or if you're just any type of an incense shop, if you walk into an incense shop, basically any shop that sells like nothing but Bob Marley shirts, that's what Dragon's Blood is. It's that scent right there. It's unmistakable. If you walked into an incense shop and then picked up that bottle, you'd know exactly what it is. Now the last scent that I've got right here is Nag Champa, and this one is definitely on the stronger patchouli side of things. This one here is, so here's the description for the Nag Champa. This one, it basically calls out those who didn't come of age in the 60s and 70s. So for an older crowd, that came up in the 60s, 70s, even 80s, they're gonna pick this scent out of a crowd without even thinking about it. Woody notes similar to patchouli with touches of musk, amber, and vanilla. So the notes on this one are orange blossom, geranium, spice. The middle is incense and amber, and the base is patchouli, dark musk, and vanilla. To me, those notes sound more like Dragon's Blood than they do for the Nag Champa. Nag Champa is unbelievably strong. You definitely get more of the patchouli and the musk in this one. It's definitely a lot more pronounced than it is in the Dragon's Blood. You can definitely tell that the Dragon's Blood and basically these would be cousins. They're definitely different, but the base is still very related in this one. These are, between the Dragon's Blood and the patchouli, they're real similar scents, but the patchouli definitely comes out a little bit more in this one. I can pick up the vanilla just a little bit in this one. At the very back end of it, it's got a little bit of a sweet note to it. But if you can't get past that patchouli and the dark musk, you're never even gonna care that there's vanilla kind of mixed in with this as well. You can definitely get the spice in this one. And then of course, once you break it down into the candle form, it really mellows itself out, but you definitely don't lose that distinct scent of Nag Champa. Now this one, if you take 12 of these to a market, you are easily gonna sell 10 to 12. This is a huge seller, even though I can't stand making this one. I try to make as many as the Nag Champa as possible in one day just to get it out of the way for the month, because this thing will linger in your house forever. It's unbelievably strong. I try to plan this one when my whole family is gone, because my wife and my daughter absolutely hate this scent. They will actually leave the house if I make this one. It's that strong. And if you're gonna relate this scent to any type of person, this is a straight up hippie scent. It doesn't fit any other category. It's definitely not as strong as patchouli. Like I said before, I think patchouli is absolutely disgusting. If it's in unbelievably small doses, like just a small percentage of patchouli, it can be nice. And this one is right about, Dragon's Blood carries it perfect for me. This one is just a little bit higher to the point where it carries a little bit more patchouli, to the point where I would never burn this at home. But again, like I said, people come up specifically to my table at markets looking for Nag Champa. If I have Nag Champa soap, lotions, candles, it's gone the same day. So this one here, like I said, if you take 12 of these to a market, you are easily gonna sell 10 to 12 of these. So it's an unbelievably good seller. And again, with this one, the Nag Champa, I don't know that I pick up much of I guess the amber you can pick up a little bit. The orange blossom, I don't get at all. Like I said, I only melt this or burn this when I'm making it. So I really don't let it linger for a long time. I don't burn these more than just a test burn. So I've never really picked up the orange blossom in this one. All right, so that's pretty much it with the 3 scents. 2 of them are very, like I said, they're related. If you were gonna put them in a scent family, they would definitely be cousins. That patchouli undertone, and then some of the musk and sweeter notes on top of it. The Volcano is completely left field, tropical, fruity, and it just kind of wanted to keep a kind of a good range of scents when I'm talking about these things. So if you like the video, or if you like any of these scents, I've got the links for them in the video description down below to Flaming Candle as well as Candle Science. If you have any scents that you'd like to see in this, please let me know in the comment section down below, or in the DIY Facebook group when I post this. Just go through and talk about the different scents that you'd like to see. I got a lot of recommendations on the last one, so I'm already trying to order some of the ones that I've never gotten before. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and you can reach out to me through all the links down below, the email, the website, the Snapchat, Instagram, and of course the DIY Facebook group. And again, thank you for watching.